My name is Dikpo Faulkner. I'm the president of the American Business Council. The American Business Council is the voice of American businesses in Nigeria, an affiliate of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. Working with the American Embassy, we engage governments to improve trade and investment, profile best practices on business policies, and capacity building across various levels of government.
The American Business Council is an AmCham, and what AmChams do is really what we do, which is to drive trade and investment opportunities between the two countries, Nigeria and the US, and also in the interest of member companies. And we have demonstrated that over these years.
Dubra Oil Company is Nigeria's first indigenous oil and gas producing company, and we started business in 1987. And we are a pioneer member of the American Business Council, that's ABC, just in short, and we were there from the very beginning. It was about 2004, 2005 that a group of us got together, mainly members of the Nigerian American Chamber of Commerce, and then formed a subset of the American Business Council, serious American companies that wanted to improve Nigerian-American business relationships.
African Capital Alliance as an organization has had a relationship that spans close to well over a decade, I would say, actually, with the American Business Council. And it is interesting that the chairman of African Capital Alliance, Dick Kramer, who was the chairman up until 2 years ago, was actually, I think, one of the founders of the ABC and the initial chair of the ABC. And he chaired the American Business Council board up until he exited, close to when he exited the country about 2 years ago. I think he retired a year or two prior to his leaving the country.
We are, like I said, 15 years old approximately, and we are now into our third presidency after Dick Kramer and Angbazo and Dikpo, the current president of the American Business Council.
We have seen ABC grow by close to 100% since about 2017. And that is a testament to the fact that the American Business Council brings value to businesses.
The ABC, in my opinion, excels extremely well in three key areas. The first is around business environment. The second is around trade facilitation. And the final, but not the least, is investment attractiveness. The ABC has been very instrumental in Nigeria in engaging with the government as well as other leading private sector players in shaping relevant policies for the country around those three areas.
Frankly, ACA is an investment firm, and the environment in which we invest is extremely important to us. Be it here, Ghana, or anywhere, on the continent. And having a think tank or a platform that can help communicate constructive, ideas or suggestions that would help not just us, but businesses in the same universe, or that invest in the same universe that we are in, operate better in the environment, was extremely important to us. And I'll say that ABCA has done this admirably. We have not necessarily championed, but we've been part of discussions where vital policies that were, critical to the smooth operating of businesses have been raised. And the ABC Secretariat has taken the lead and led the vanguard in communicating this to the parties, the stakeholders that needed to know. And often they have listened. It's possible that if any other person knocked on those doors won't have opened. But because the ABC does represent the interests to some extent of a world superpower, the United States, naturally most governments will at least give a listening ear, and often, where possible, cooperate if they see that there's need to, with whatever suggestion or recommendation is being made.
We've been able to have strategic engagements and insightful meetings for the growth of member businesses. Such engagements include the US DFC for project financing, IMF on insight on the economy, and the Africa Free Trade Zone agreements.
Johnson & Johnson have been members of the American Business Council since the inception of our business in 2016 in Nigeria. We've had a pleasurable working relationship with the American Business Council, and this is primarily because the American Business Council has managed to act as a convener for everything we had to do in the healthcare sector.
We joined the ABC in the second half of 2019, and I'm excited to report that we've had tremendous value add since joining the ABC. For example, the ABC CEO was very instrumental to a major regional supply chains and logistics summit that we organized in Imo State in November 2019. She essentially was the lead panel moderator for our policy panel during that session. Secondly, the ABC has been very helpful with helping to facilitate our engagement for the MIT Skills Center with Nigeria's Minister of State for Budget and National Planning. And I should also add that the ABC has been extremely instrumental in helping facilitate the partnership with the US Chamber of Commerce, where we were trying to host a logistics and supply chains investment roundtable in Washington, D.C.
P&G has been a member of the ABC for about 8 years, and it's been a rewarding journey. We have been able to work with the Council to advocate for various policies that promote local manufacturing in Nigeria, working with various stakeholders to create a win-win solution for the various issues that we encounter in business.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, members and member companies had a lot of collaborations with the Council to drive projects that are keen of interest to their businesses. Quite a few of our members also collaborated with the government in various areas to help manage the effects and impact of the pandemic. We also improved on the way we interact with members by creating an inclusive platform for communication and notice of our individual projects and those of the Council.
We have partnered on various projects, both at local, regional, as well as international platforms. For instance, when we had the new DG of NAFTA come in, P&G hosted this forum and enabled the American companies to onboard the new DG on our contributions and our presence in Nigeria. We have also worked with various members of the National Assembly to push for bills or to advocate for bills that will promote competitiveness of the American companies as well as various other companies in Nigeria.
The Council's engagement with public stakeholders have been of critical interest to old and new members as the business challenges faced by businesses in the country. So far, we've made critical inputs on the postal bill, on data protection bill, on the plastic bag bill, and many others. Within the membership, we're seeing lots of collaboration and business partnerships. For example, business partnership between MasterCard and Jumia, Tropical Group Investment and Kimberly-Clark, Bristol Scientific and Rendezvous, and several others.
Essentially, the American Business Council is conceived as a policy advocacy group to improve business relationships between American companies in Nigeria doing business and Nigerian companies with American affiliation or interest doing business with the US. And it's to ease any problems, any constraints in such areas such as taxation, intellectual property rights, and such, and government relationships and port importation and port issues. There are a number of security issues and so on, central bank issues. And in those, approximately 15 years now, I believe the ABC has done a very good job of what they're supposed to do. And there are times when government officials from the US have come there and assisted the Nigerians in what we do.
In the coming years, I see the Council being a driver for business policies that will drive US investments, working with the NIPC and National Assembly, and also as a help for business insights for members and non-members.
I believe that any serious American company present in Nigeria should be a member of the ABC because that will help them in the businesses they do.
Okay, American Business Council has become the premier advocacy platform for US companies in Nigeria. We have a proven track record to resolve critical issues that concern companies, whether it's at the individual company level or significantly at the sector level. We've been able to engage governments, sectors, ministries, departments and agencies and have shared significant inputs into resolving issues that concern US companies. So if you want to invest in Nigeria and you're thinking of which organization you need to engage with to help support and drive your business, then American Business Council is that organization that you need to reach out to, because we are the voice of American business in Nigeria, and we work with strategic partners to ensure that your back is very well protected.
It's quite critical for US businesses to join us on the council because it's an avenue to resolve critical sectoral issues and individual challenges, and also be able to collaborate easily with the US government and the membership on business projects. Thank you very much.